Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I am Aaron Loomis, coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Seth, guys, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
All right.
All right, man. I think there's a hurricane blowing in on my island, but other than that, doing well.
All right. So today we are talking about the Kristoff San Andreas Box Press Toro TAA 2020. Cigar is more of a Toro Extra 6.25 by 54. Comes out of the Charles Fairmorn factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Mexican San Andres. Binder is Ecuadorian Habano. Filler is Nicaraguan Habano. Price point is $9.80, and the cigar was released in April of 2020. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
Um, I sound like a resounding record, repeat word record, but this was average. I mean, by the way, this is like our 50th video recap for today, guys. Um, but the TAA version, expectation wise, expect a little something a little better than what the regular production is. But of course, anything that is kind of limited is typically a bit of a crapshoot. So in this scenario, I thought that it was pretty average. Um, First third was pretty good. Got some nice like cedar creaminess, some ripe cherries coming through, so some nice spice and just the right amount of like spice through the retrohale. But after that, I got quite a bit of harshness and a bitterness. A lot of burnt charred wood to it, and it just kind of cakes. It caked my palate with just like a film of bitterness that I wasn't a big fan of. So um, it was just when I think about the entire profile as a journal, I feel like it was not very balanced. It became spiky at certain times, and just really, wasn't very cohesive. And I didn't really particularly enjoy the mix of flavors that I got out of it. So,
All right, Seth, what were your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the cigar started off with kind of a lacking flavor profile that just kept going downhill from beginning to end. So I wasn't pleased with that. There was this like maple syrup quality at the beginning, but it was paired with like this earth and toast and spice combo. I think the highlight of the cigar was just the little pigtail and foot and cap. That was pretty funky. Um, that's about all I can say about it, though. I'm not surprised that it wasn't that great, and not surprised that I wasn't expecting anything amazing out of TAA anyway. So
All right, John, what were your overall thoughts?
Well, at the risk of blowing out our audience with windiness here, I also thought the first third was good, although I commented that I was surprised at the flavor profile for a Mexican San Andreas because the first third, while it was good, the flavors were a lot less intense than what I would expect out of a Mexican San Andreas wrapper. I did get the creaminess that June was talking about. There's some baking spices, a little bit of cocoa, pleasant and certainly good. And then second and last third had this toasted element that was not good but not bad. It was just kind of pretty average and didn't really do anything for my palate. So that was a little disappointing. And then I had just a crazy, ridiculous tight draw on this. And I'm sure that probably impacted the flavor profile. So I don't know if that's just too aggressive of a box press or what was going on there, but overall, pretty average experience for me.
Yeah, for me, the first few draws of the cigar were really nice, but then there were some, significant transitions made. The first third fairly average. Second third transition a little bit more, brought things back up to the kind of the good level, which is interesting because typically a cigar doesn't like jump up in enjoyment for me. But then there was some more transitioning, dropped back to average in the final third. I thought the cigar was pretty interesting as it, jumped around a lot in regards to the flavor changes. A lot of different flavors in there. Price point's fairly attractive. I might come back to this from time to time. It's not going to be something that's on the top of my list, but I thought it was interesting enough to at least warrant a revisit. So, giving the score, start at the top with Jiunn at 5.90. I gave it a 5.85. Seth gave it a 5.75, and John gave it a 5.55. So all real close. Jiunn had that 5.9 matchup for you.
um, average. I mean, that's pretty average for me. I mean, that's actually a bit lower than typical average what I scored, but it's just not that good. I could name of a couple other Kristoffs that I'll be happy to smoke. That's in regular production. That's aside from this. So
Yeah, my 5.85 matches up well. I mean, it was a slightly above average flavor profile, just a lot of transitioning and flavor changes and stuff like that. Really good construction for me, so that's kind of what keeps it in the high fives. Seth, 5.75.
Yeah, I mean, that's about average. I mean, this is God. I think it's depressing how close we all are and how unexcited we are about it,
Right.
which just goes to show you. There you go, people.
Yep. All right, John, 5.55.
Yeah, same boat. I mean, it's a pretty average cigar. Obviously, not where you want for a TAA release. Price. What did you say the price point was in this?
980. So it's definitely
See,
one of the cheaper TAs.
yeah, I mean the price point's attractive, and maybe a lot of Kristoff traditional Kristoff smokers will try this out, and maybe they'll really enjoy it. But for Mexican San Andreas, I just didn't feel that this really highlighted any of the flavor components that I expected of Mexican San Andreas. So pretty average.
All right, any other final thoughts from you guys on this one? Just good touches at the head and foot kind of a thing. That's the traditional Kristoff kind of style. So
It's what they got going for them.
Yep.
Don't whatever they do, don't stop doing that.
Yep.
You got that down right.
There you go. All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.